Good afternoon. Welcome to our Tuesday, October 17th meeting. Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Dodge? Here. Commissioner Rice?
Here.
Commissioner Lieberman?
Here. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, this is, again, one of our favorite times when we have a pup come visit us. So we have our team some of our team from the ARC here to show us one of our cute little puppies that's available. Steve and Haley. Steve, take it away.
Thank you, Commissioner. Yeah, as you mentioned, I'm Steve Gordon. I'm the Outreach Coordinator with the Montgomery County Animal Resource Center. This is my coworker.
Hi, my name's Haley. I am an animal care provider, and we have Sasha here today. She has been with us since September, the beginning of September, and she's about a year old. She was found as a stray. A little bit about what I do is what it sounds like, animal care provider. We feed them, we bathe them, we clean up after them. We do a lot of stuff that you wouldn't think of too, like we do, she's like, I wanna talk. We do microchips, we are the people who take dogs to meet their potential families.
Enrichment?
Yeah, we do enrichment, we make fancy dog snacks for all the dogs.
Ooh.
We do a lot on the clerical side, so.
These folks are the backbone of our
Yeah,
business.
I was going to say,
Yeah,
Haley,
she
the
is,
work that you guys do
Not-
is
Not
so
that the other
hard.
folks there aren't the backbone, but they're a
I
major part.
gotcha. I mean, like, you socialize them, you take them out, you make sure that, what their temperament is, and, what did I see today? How many dogs do we have available right now?
Over 50, I thought.
That's what I thought I saw.
I think so, yeah. We've got quite a number of available dogs, yeah. I don't know the exact number, but
Yeah,
we've
my
got about
remarks
90
say
in the
50.
building.
These are hot off the press, so.
Yeah.
Oh, you got, Judy's got the hot remarks.
I got the hot remark.
I mean, 50 dogs, that's a lot of dogs.
And
One
that's
dog
just
at a
what we have
time.
available for
Oh,
adoption.
look, she's looking at you gentlemen over there.
Oh.
Saying, can I go home with
Yeah,
one of
can
you?
Come up. You can come up. Yeah, come on up. Look at her. I like the look of them.
Hello, how are you? Say hi.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
This is pretty interesting. She's not scared at all.
Oh, no.
Oh,
She's curious.
She said she's a pretty girl.
Isn't she
She
pretty?
says,
Look
I'm
at her,
a
look at her,
pretty
Michael.
dog.
Michael, I heard you need a dog.
Are you hearing things?
Go see Michael. Go see
I'm
Michael.
hearing voices.
You want to say hi?
Oh, she's cute. And we have a lot of cute dogs like that. I mean, they're good dogs, and you just need a
Oh, she's
forever
smelling
home.
everything. She says, where am I? I might want to stay here.
Anybody down here
Anybody-
like to have a
anybody?
little Sasha join their house?
We have a wonderful foster mom in the crowd, and she's got a new one. And,
Yep.
and
Yep.
so
Thank
that's
you
the
so
other
much.
thing. We need foster
We
parents.
do.
Yeah.
We do.
Mm-hmm.
Fosters, volunteers, adopters. Thanks. We have actually a brand new adopter in the crowd as well. Right up here, Commissioner Dodge adopted Tyson.
Oh yeah, that's right. Congratulations,
yeah.
Thank
Commissioner.
you, thank
Yeah.
you. Yep.
Speaking
He's
of adoptions,
wonderful.
thanks to a wonderful donation from the Matt Steele Memorial Fund, all adoptions are free starting as of yesterday. They paid for 130 adoptions.
minute.
At
Can I go back?
Can I go back?
no,
A day too early.
all sales
right?
are final, no refunds.
Take your receipt, Judy.
I
Maybe
know.
they'll honor it.
That's okay.
Bring your receipt, notarized. We'll take care of it.
That's
for you.
okay.
But yes, they made a wonderful donation. They do every year, and so starting yesterday, all of our adoptions are free. That includes, as we do for every adoption, spaying and neutering, all vaccinations, microchip, dog license. We even include training for the dogs that are available at our facility for as long as you own that dog, and it's all inclusive in that free price. So thank you very much for the Matt Steele Memorial Foundation.
Say the Memorial Foundation again.
Matt, as M-A-T-T, Steele Memorial
Matt
Foundation.
Steele.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we're doing microchips until when?
We actually extended that till the end of January.
Okay.
So microchips are going to be $10. Thank you,
I'm
Commissioner.
sure
Yes.
he's microchipped, right? Or she. She, yeah.
Last month, we talked about the fact we were doing the Clear the Shelters adoption event, which went really well. And we also did the WilmerHale adoption event, which we do every year. The folks at WilmerHale host us every year for, I think we talked to them, I think starting in 2010, 2011, we started doing that. So
Yeah, it's been a while.
that went really well. We had, I think, 9 dogs overall adopted. Not us particularly, we only got 1 dog adopted, unfortunately, but overall at the event, we had 9 dogs adopted. So, last thing I want to bring up real quickly is personnel at the ARC. We hired 3 new animal care providers to join my friend Haley here.
All right.
We hired a new veterinary technician, which is a major milestone because that position has been open for almost 3 years, which reflects more the shortage of veterinary professionals in the across the country than it does necessarily our hiring techniques. But we hired a new veterinary professional,
Hard
veterinary
work.
technician. And sadly, we had to say goodbye to a longtime staff member, Bob Sexton,
Yeah.
who donated, he didn't really donate, but he provided 34 years of service before he finally decided he's going to call it quits. And so we said goodbye to him last
Yeah,
month.
we're gonna miss him.
We are. We miss him already.
Bob was definitely
Yep.
one of the faces of the ARC.
Yeah.
That's why I told him. I said, Bob, as long as I've been associated with this organization, you've been here. I don't
Yeah.
know. I thought we were going to close down, but we didn't. So. We're muddling through.
Yeah, well, thanks for the work you do, and we
Absolutely.
know as soon as we do clear the shelter, it fills right back
Right
up.
Oh, yeah.
And so, this isn't just a regional issue, this is an issue across the country.
It is.
And, you know, we have dogs that we can't even take because the shelter is full.
I
So,
routinely talk to shelters in our area and across the United States, and they all say the same thing.
Yeah.
They all say the same thing. Adoptions are down and intakes are way up, and everybody's overcrowded, unfortunately.
Yeah.
yeah,
Steve, I'd like to say thank you to the commissioners. You know, a few weeks ago, I asked the county commissioners for additional positions for the ARC on behalf of the director, Amy. And the commissioners granted us those positions so that we can hire more animal care providers. So thank you, commissioners. I
Yeah, thank you,
really-
commissioners.
We really appreciate the support.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
get them in there.
Well, thank you.
Thank you both so much.
Did you get a good shot of the new dog? Okay,
Oh,
good.
yeah.
All right, that's the main thing. Yeah.
Look at her. Like, do we
She's
have
a
to go now? Really? I want retreat.
Yeah,
Now she's
well,
sitting
she's-
before I even tell her to.
She would love to hang out for the rest of the meeting, but she's a little excited, so we're gonna
Safe
keep her-
travels.
Thank you.
Thanks again.
Thanks, Steve.
everyone.
Okay. County engineer, to you.
Thank you, Commissioner. County Engineer has 3 resolutions today, beginning with Resolution 23-1347, authorizing certain streets located in the springs of the Village of Winding Creek, Section 5, Washington Township, are satisfactory for placement in the Washington Township road system for maintenance, release the subdivider's contract, and reduce the letter of credit to the 10% maintenance amount. Resolution 23-1348, authorizing the transmittal and relative priority ranking for the 2023 STP, CMAQ, TA, and CR funding applications submitted to the Miami Valley Regional Planning Commission. And Resolution 23-1349, authorizing the closing of Anthony Road between Boomershine Road and Baden Road, lasting approximately 4 days for a culvert replacement.
Move to approve.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. County Sheriff.
Thank you, Commissioners. Under the County Sheriff, Resolution 1350 authorized a statement of work with M&J Technologies for professional services in an amount not to exceed $3,750 through December 31st, 2023.
I move for approval.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Common Police Court.
Under the Common Police Court, we have Resolution 1351, amend the license and service agreement with Tyler Technologies LTD for the jury management system by amending Sections 1.2C and 3.1 of Exhibit B and adding Sections 3.1.1 and 3.1.2.
Move for,
Approve.
go. I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Sounds
I
very
have it as
technological
myself.
to me. Juvenile Court. Hello, how are you?
Hello. On behalf of Juvenile Court, we have Resolution 23-1352 to authorize an agreement with Case Western Reserve University for evaluation services for the Family Treatment Court in an amount not to exceed $22,000 through September 30, 2024.
I move for approval.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. County Administrator Michael.
Thank you, Commissioners. Under the County Administrator and the Clerk of the Commission, approve the minutes of the meetings on October 10th, 2023. Resolution 1353, approval of bills. Resolution 1354, approval of travel and expenses. And Resolution 1355, approval of personnel action. All three lists are available in the clerk's office.
Move to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Administrative Services, Kyle.
All right, 1356 is authorizing an administration agreement with Relias Star Life Insurance Company, doing business as Voya Financial for personal accident insurance, critical illness, accident and/or hospital confinement, indemnity coverage, insurance through December 31st, 2026. 1357 authorizes a master services agreement and statement of work with Omada Health Incorporated for diabetes services for eligible individuals for the Human Services Department through December 31st, 2026. 1358 authorizes a facility rental agreement with Sinclair Community College for Bring Your Green Awards Ceremony Luncheon in an amount not to exceed $2,655.20. 1359 authorizes the execution of the Optum Financial COBRA client setup form for the Human Resources Department. 1360 authorizes the renewal of Wellness Fund to assist the county's worksite wellness initiatives and confirm benefits and programs for the 2024 plan year under the Anthem Agreement. 1361 authorizes the purchase from 72 Hour LLC, doing business as National Auto Fleet Group, of two 2024 Ford Super Duty F-250 SRW XL four-wheel drive super cab trucks for the Environmental Services Department in an amount not to exceed $138,691.24. 1362 solicit bids for the purchase of water treatment chemicals for Southwest Ohio purchasers for government. And finally, 1363, approve the hazardous materials response plan and promulgation statement and authorize the distribution of the plan to affected, interested, and responsible parties.
I move for approval.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
You know, Matt, your vehicles are never cheap, are they?
Matt's got big
It's a
toys.
Big truck.
They're big and strong.
Big truck, yeah. Okay, Environmental Services, Matt.
Thanks, Commissioners. For Environmental Services, we have two resolutions. Both are to amend agreements. First is Resolution 1364 with Black and Beach for consulting services for the Clear Creek Lift Station electrical upgrades project by extending the term through December 31st, 2025. And Resolution 1365 with Building Crafts Incorporated for the Eastern Regional Water Reclamation Facility belt filter press replacement by adding $319,042 to the original amount for a revised total of $8,909,042.
Move to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. OMB, John.
Thank you. We have Resolution 1366 to authorize a grant application to the U.S. Department of Homeland Security for the FY 2023 state and local cybersecurity grant program in the amount of $3,785,849.
Move for approval.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Human Services, Jerry.
Yes, we have one resolution for the Department of Job and Family Services, Resolution 1367, which authorizes an agreement with Hannah's Treasure Chest to renew the annual partnership agreement for 2024 services in an amount not to exceed $200.
Move to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
And Business Services.
Thank you, Commissioners. Under Business Services, under Community and Economic Development, we have Resolution 1368, authorizing a public notice of availability for the FY 2022 Consolidated Annual Performance and Evaluation Report, or CAPER, public hearing on November 3rd, 2023, and submission of the CAPER to the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development after the required comment period. We have to do this, Commissioners, in order to pull down our CDBG, or Community Economic Development Block Grant money, so this public input is very important. Also, we have one late agenda item under CED, Resolution 1369, authorizing an agreement with Miami Valley Public Media, Inc., DBA WISO, for the Miami Valley Public Media, Inc. Satellite Location Project in an amount not to exceed $50,000 through December 31st, 2024. This is an economic development initiative along with the Dayton Arcade in a effort to bring widespread media into the arcade and to bring the WISO Public Media Group into the Montgomery County area.
Move to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
We do have someone signed up to speak. Mr. Feaster, come on up. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Willie Feaster. You know, a couple weeks ago, I stood up here last time. I was talking about the county jail and things, but it ain't all one way, man. You know, I had to stand up here and say, you know, I have been incarcerated over there, and it is many people go over there every day to work to do a good job. All them COs are not bad. You know, all them sheriffs are not bad. I have met plenty staff over there that does a good job. But, you know, you got to look at, like in law, the totality, man. You know, everything. You dealing with human animals. They are animals over there. Y'all never been in there, man. You come in, they throwing feces, they cussing you out, they calling you all kind of names. And you human. Them are not robots over there working. They are human. They got feelings just like everybody else. So when you walk into that environment, and that's all you hear, banging, people cussing you out, calling you this, calling you that, you're black, you're a house nigger. If you're this, you're that, you're that. So they deal with that every day. But because people stand up every week and they talk about the bad, but what about the good? It is good people over there, man. I have met them. I had deal with them. I was in the suicide cell, man. And I wanted to take a shower, man. I stopped the CO, man. I said, hey, man, I've been in here 7 days, bro. I need to get a bath. I'll be right back. And he came back. He didn't have to do that. I wasn't even his responsibility. But Willie, you need a shower? I'm going to take you a shower, man. So that is an act of kindness that he didn't have to extend to Willie. So I'm saying this to say that, man, that it is good people that work over there. It is good people that go in there every day, COs, correction officers, and sheriffs to try in the midst when you're dealing with human animals, because they are animals over there, man. They don't act like we do now. You go in there, you just turn into a whole nother human being, and it's hard to deal with that. Y'all don't get that type of abuse, man. As soon as you step in, you're breaking up fights. As soon as you step in to do your count, people calling you all kind of names. You know what I'm talking about? And it's hard. And you still try to be professional in that. And sometimes you can't be professional. It's because you know your emotions get caught up. But it is people over there, man. We can't bash them all. We can't never stand up here and say it's not people over there are walking their suit up every day. Suit up. That'll go in there and do a good, outstanding job. You know, I talk to CEOs that believe in God, man. They stand there and talk to you. We talk about the Bible, talking about praying with you, everything. CEOs. And while everybody they praying, people cussing, throwing feces, acting up, and they standing there trying to pray with you. So it is good people. And I just had to put that on the record that all officers and sheriffs over there are not bad, man. It is some good people working over there 7 days a week.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
Feaster.
Thanks for
Thank
sharing
you.
that with
Thank
me.
you very much.
You know, you're right. We hear the bad a lot, and we know that we have good employees. The sheriff has good employees, so thank you. Okay, Mr. Colbert.
Thank you, Commissioners. And again, thank you, Mr. Feaster, for bringing up the positive. Appreciate it. Commissioners, we continue to see great participation in our styrofoam recycling events. Our latest effort was Saturday at Wakerson Gardens Metro Park. Commissioner Dodge and Commissioner Rice were both in attendance and stopped by to help our environmental services volunteers, the Metro Parks, the City of Dayton, Eco Development, and which is the company that's been helping us repurpose material for the last 3 years. So thanks, Matt, to you and the team also. A sincere thanks to John Woodman and his team who made this possible. We had 164 cars visit this time, Commissioners, at the Saturday event. And we were able to fill up 2 semi-trailers full of styrofoam. So thank you, Matt. Thank you, Commissioners, for continuing to support this event.
Yeah.
It was very nice, and my husband and I are hosting a young man, a high school student from Bosnia-Herzegovina, who arrived Friday night, and he wants to experience everything. And so he went to the breast cancer walk with me, and then he went to the styrofoam. And he was in awe because he goes, we don't recycle in Bosnia-Herzegovina very much. And so he was just like, you do this, and we were telling him all the other things. So some of the things we take for granted don't happen in other places. So I think that's one idea that'll make it across the ocean of something that they might want to think about doing someday in the future when they can, of course, they have to find an eco-development company to take it. So it's a bigger equation than just coming back with the idea. But he was just like, oh my gosh, and that whole truck goes down to this amount. And he also said, and you have all these volunteers. That's so cool. We don't see that quite like that. So it's interesting through other people's eyes.
Yeah, it's interesting when you talk to eco development about how all of that gets compressed down into almost nothing. I mean, enough to make some.
It's all air.
Yeah, but what do they make? Surfboards and things.
Picture frames, all kinds of stuff.
Cool things, but the fact that we're keeping that out of the landfill, it's huge. And the volunteers, Carolyn, you're right. And there's the same group from Oakwood, and I swear I don't know where they find it all for each time, but they bring truckloads. It's awesome. It's all coming from Ward's house.
It's coming from
Those Amazon deliveries, yeah, to Ward. So Carolyn mentioned it. Saturday was the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer walk at the Dayton Air Ballpark, and the rain did hold off. And there were hundreds of supporters. I know we had a team from Montgomery County. Women in Government had a team, and then a lot of our men and women in reentry walked together, and that's really meaningful to them as they walk for family members and people that we've lost over the years. So it was good to see. I wasn't there, but I saw the pictures of them and our team. And that was the 25th anniversary of that march. And it's a great event every year. It's fun to see all the.
And the rain held out.
Yeah,
It
rain held
stopped
out.
Right before, and then it got cloudier afterwards.
1 in 8 women will get the scary news that they have breast cancer at some point in their lifetime. So 1 in 8. So we need to continue to support those looking for a cure, but also remember, this is October. It's just a reminder, ladies, make sure you're getting your mammogram every year because early detection is critical. And with the advances in care and around breast cancer, if you get it early enough, you're going to probably do all right. So we hope. Yep. Commissioner?
Okay. And I'm going to give a shout out to the volunteers, Matt, that were there at the recycling, the styrofoam. They were smiling the whole time and, just very helpful. And it wasn't jammed, but it was just kind of a steady, the cars, it would be kind of quiet for a while, and then pretty soon 3 or 4 would come in. So it was great. And the rain held off there, too, so it wasn't bad at all. So October is, we talked about Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but guess what? It's also recognized as Adopt a Shelter Dog Month. The ARC, as we just heard a few minutes ago, there's 50 wonderful, wonderful dogs that are available for adoption. Now, if you can't adopt, you can still help by fostering, volunteering, or donating. Visit www.mcanimals.org to see dogs available for adoption or find out how you can get involved. Now, last week I adopted a dog, and he's doing just fine. He's a big baby. And, you know, I would definitely recommend to definitely get one from the animal shelter. And, of course, we just saw a wonderful dog here. So Sasha, wasn't it Sasha? So hopefully she finds a home real soon. So anyway, go get a shelter dog. That's all I can say.
And I'll wrap it up with, on Friday, I had the great opportunity to, Montgomery County held our first older adults symposium. It was Friday, pretty much most of the day, at the Kroc Center, which is a beautiful setting, wonderful for that event. And it brought together a lot of the important stakeholders in this space. So there was service providers, healthcare professionals, and members of the community who are 60 and older. And they had great panel discussions on topics that are of importance, senior health care and the specifics of that, housing issues, trauma. Actually talked about mental health. We hear a lot about youth and the crisis in mental health, but it is as serious and severe for our older citizens than with the youth, and we don't hear as much. Isolation and loneliness is a huge component of that. And there was also a wonderful vendor fair and great networking opportunities. And I'll share one aha that walked away with. In the United States, in 2034, there will be more individuals in our population, 65 and older, than children 18 and younger. That's national. But in Montgomery County, we're already there. And so that has all kinds of policy implications. So just food for thought. That was probably one of my ahas that I hadn't quite realized that here locally we've already reached that. And that number is the first in the United States history. So this is kind of a real turning point. So food for thought. I want to also take this opportunity to publicly thank Patrick Bailey and everyone in the Family Assistance Division who made this a reality. They have a whole advisory board that meets and has met for many years, and this was part of their idea to really bring people together. We're excited about the Healthy Aging Grants, that opportunity that we're going to feed extra money, and this is across the state, $40 million that's being distributed across Ohio to be used in the coming year. So I just think it was a great event, a great gathering, a great opportunity for us all to come together and work towards this ever burgeoning problem that we have to deal with, because we all want everyone to have a quality of life throughout their lives.
We do not have a meeting next Tuesday, but we will have it the following Tuesday on October 31st.
And
Is
also,
that Halloween?
we're lighting the building blue and white, and
Tonight.
praying for the safety of all those individuals in Israel, so, in that whole area.
Absolutely.
So we're lighting it blue and white, I think, starting tonight.
Standing in solidarity.
Yep, thank you. All right,
With that, I will move to adjourn.
Second.
all those in favor?
Aye.
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 Have a great 2 weeks.